Welcome to 27th Letters Podcast. My name is Landry Onibindebe. Tonight, this is a special moment for me. It's been a long time coming that we're going to sit down with these two gentlemen. You know what I mean? Most of y'all know them. Brass Tacks, legendary group out of Toronto, worldwide, internationally known. You know what I mean? Pioneers of this. We're going to get into it with them. Eyes, Cat, you already know. If you don't know, you're sleeping. But let's get into it. I'm glad you're all here.
You don't know, you just weren't outside at that time. You're still inside at the babysitters.
Straight. Me personally, I want to give thanks to the universe, Allah, God, Yahweh, all the, you know what I mean? All the deities. Because so many of us from this era is not here no more. So I just want to give thanks. I'm glad to see y'all healthy, doing well. Like it makes me happy. You know what I mean? It makes me happy to see y'all. You know what I mean? Like real shit. But we're gonna get into it. So this question goes for you.
Let's get into it.
This question goes for both of you. And like how I like to start my interviews is straight like who's your mother, where were you born, and so on and so forth. Family life dynamic and so on. Start with you, Kat.
I was born here at Toronto East General Hospital. I was born to Linda and Trevor Thompson.
Okay.
Immigrants of Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay, Trini.
So I'm a Trini. I'm Trini to the bone. Bone.
Right?
Fellas and them.
Right. And yeah, man, that's it, man. It's
siblings and so on and so forth.
I also have two older brothers. My blood brother, Stacy, who's
I know Stacy for sure.
Local,
left hand.
And he's a local farmer, left hand.
Left hand shot.
You know your thing, man. You know your thing.
You know
your thing. But I also have two older brothers, Stacy and him. Mm-hmm. So that's it, yeah, man. Everybody's all love. And yeah, that's the answer where we came from. Came from Dawes Road in Danforth.
Okay.
Made my bones up to Palmer Court. That's right. From Danforth to Palmer Court is where it stems.
We're gonna get into it.
And that's
How about you
it.
guys?
This is Eyes. EYE apostrophe. Possibly you talk to me, it's costing me. Kojo, I'm born on a Monday. From the Ashanti tribe of Kumasi.
Ghana.
So that's where you're born?
No. Mm-hmm. But when you ask me where I'm from, that's where I'm from.
True.
Where I was born, I came in the belly to Toronto, Canada. Born in Scarborough, General.
For real.
Yeah.
Okay. So your mom was already pregnant when she followed up here. Okay. Siblings?
I have a sister, Charlene, my queen.
Okay.
My queen sister.
Okay, see.
Sure.
So, growing up, both of you had both parents at home?
Yep. Definitely.
Yep.
Yeah. So
that's probably why we connected from early too,
Okay.
I mean, your parents go through what they have, but to say I always had my father.
Which is a big deal. We know this.
Deal. Especially if you're...
From how we grew up and most of the men that we grew up
That's
with.
what I say. The way we came up, like if you don't have, and a lot of niggas didn't have their dads.
Nope.
You know what I mean? So we're very lucky to say, we had our dads.
I don't think any of my friends had their dads in the house.
No, there's a lot of men that.
And our dads used to par.
Yeah,
which was cool.
There's a man I grew up with. I didn't even know he had a dad till his dad died. Mm-hmm. He's like, I gotta go bury my dad. I'm like, you have a dad? Like, no joke. Right? He passed away recently too. Rest in peace, Logic. You know what I mean?
R.I.P. to all the great fathers.
Yes.
Dad
you know
gang.
I mean? Yeah, for sure. So the dynamic at home was blessed. Everything was balanced. You know what I mean?
As balanced as it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
For the time, right?
Yeah. Okay. So what was your childhood like growing up at home?
My childhood was great because this whole music thing that we all got into and started was a lot because of my pops. Because my pops came here, not even to try, he came to Saskatoon as a DJ.
Okay.
Working on the ships and whatever, but he came as a DJ.
Okay.
DJing, you know what I mean? Finding anywhere where there's carnival.
Okay.
In the world, you know what I mean? And
getting it in.
Yeah, and then he came here, and then when I grew up, my house was a record store. Cause my dad would go back and forth, and it wasn't only just calypso. My dad is a music connoisseur, jazz, soul, rock, reggae, it didn't
So
matter.
you
So
can
go to
see,
my,
I can see that in the music. That's how
Yeah,
the influence.
Same thing.
Same thing
Yeah,
with
same
you.
with his
When my
pops
dad
too. His
came
dad,
here, he was on the Rod Stewart's, the Sade, my favorite. I
Ooh.
seen her twice in concert. She came 15 years
You
apart
did?
in Toronto.
I don't think nobody got to see the first one we got to see.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Diggable
eh?
Planet's open.
Diggable Planet.
And they were fucking with us.
Yeah.
Just
What?
energy and all that
That's
sea of
just,
people.
that's
you know
just
what
to
I'm
show you how long we've been on the road
What is-
as,
what I
as
say-
fans of the culture and hip hop. Me and this nigga, like, we've been kids, bro, finding the best shows, finding the best places to be there.
So when I say the man of my pioneers, believe me, they're students
Hell
and
yeah.
pioneers. So it's like
Both.
it's both, man. You
Both.
know what I mean? Forever a student of this life we live. You know?
Our student ways made us pioneers.
Yeah.
You get
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
Does
yeah,
that
yeah.
make
'Cause
sense?
you studious. You
Yeah.
loved. It's like Kobe when he came up, he studied under Jordan. It's like okay.
No matter how much shit you want to talk to him,
Yeah.
I studied you first.
Yeah,
You know what I
straight,
mean?
straight. So the music, so growing up in in the home, the music was heavy in there.
It was big.
Your
It
pops,
was
your
big,
pops,
big.
your pops was
From
a
high
big.
life to hip life. People don't know what high life is.
Tell them what that is.
AKA, well, first off, I went high life, then I graduated maybe 10, 15 years later to hip life. And I was telling niggas about it back
Yeah,
then.
it's
She was saying, you guys are crazy.
Yeah.
Go back home, we're going to be the biggest stars.
Very true.
That's on the line, I'm dying.
Yeah, that's true.
Trying to convince everybody.
Yeah, that's right.
I even went down there promoting us on the radio station, straight flat out. They're on the Brass Tacks wave. They know it. They still sing our song to this day, just off of cassettes. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But now hip life turned into AKA Afrobeats.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? So that's how long we've been hip. We knew to call ourselves hip from back then.
So
Yeah.
the transition, you guys are there to see all the transition
The whole
from
everything.
time.
Everything.
Okay.
We know that
We
whole
watch
scene
all
too.
the music mix and mingle into itself. From how we came out as just hardcore rappers, we seen the scene where it's going like, nah, we gotta get jazzy with it, and not to fit in, but it's just this is the progression.
Music, yeah.
the progression of how you
Remember,
gotta.
we like all genres
and because
too.
we like everything, right? We weren't just pigeonholed, and then that's when you realize too. Okay, yeah, we are who we are out here, but musically. We're different people, you know what I mean? What I'm doing out here is not defining what I'm doing on the stage. You understand what I'm
sure.
saying? Two different things, and we've always been able to separate
Art,
that.
they say art's subjective, right? You know what I mean?
100%, yeah.
So, you know, but so that's what I want to get into, how the music actually infiltrated your life, and then how did it, hip hop in particular, become the centerpiece of it all?
Well, I can start with that hip hop itself is the connection to all of us, right? Remember, hip hop is just me walking down the street as a 4-year-old with my mom and seeing a guy that's maybe 30-something and me going like this. And my mom saying, well, you know him? I'm saying, no.
It's about a big man
That's where
from
hip-hop
time.
started. No, it's not even a big man thing. It's
Yeah.
It's the
hip hop.
vibe, just the
The
community,
vibe.
the
Because
vibe,
I
it's a
see,
vibe.
I didn't do that to every big man. That big man and me have the same bop,
Okay.
the same frequency. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, so go on now, like how did y'all get into the whole hip
Well, then,
hop?
remember,
Started
now
writing.
from that frequency, it's like we're dancing, we're writing, but dancing was the big part.
Breakdancing?
Yeah, he used to dance more than anything, and
The
I couldn't
best.
dance. He was the
You know that already.
Yeah.
he was the
best.
No, but even in the hood where we could ask everybody, he was the best break dancer. And let's go back to that. Just saying, just break dancing. You couldn't we used to. Everybody would come out to see what he's gonna do. Like it was a real thing.
And that's just some spontaneous shit. That's just the
and
vibration.
that was just, again, and that wasn't trying.
So
to
how did you learn, or was it just something that you
No,
just
it's-
picked up?
That's
watch
that's
every
a chance to
video
do it
and
with
watch
the
it.
video because
Yeah.
now we're translating into American lifestyle, hip hop lifestyle, b-boy, black. Because I like anything black growing up because I'm that jet black niggas. How I met this guy is we go to school and I'm walking around and I see a guy darker than me, little like this. I say, yo, come over here, and we just start mobbing,
Straight.
and that's it.
So y'all went to the same school together?
Of course.
What school was that?
I went to same elementary school together.
Yeah.
Which was that?
Our
Lady
Lady
of
of
Fatima.
Fatima.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
we
know
went-
what that is. My
yeah,
sister,
yeah.
my brother, sister went there.
Yeah,
what I mean?
you know, it's in the area.
It's right there, right beside Mickey D's
Catholic
there.
school.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we went to school with Filipinos, whites, blacks, Greeks,
Italians.
Italians.
Well, that's what it is in our city. It's a
and
melting
it's
pot.
right? So
You
we
know what I
learned
mean?
to work that from, well, not even working. It was just
Just
it
what
really
it was.
who we were. Like,
Yeah.
that's just what it was.
And remember that showed us who we were. Like, no, sorry, it proved who we were. How we knew who we were.
Because I'll be honest, a lot of fans that are core fans of Brass Tacks stuff and even this projects that I've put out in a while, like before, are Fatima people.
Right.
Real shit. Like,
Yeah.
Real deal Fatima people. But we separated with high school. I mean, I used to hang out with them all the time, but we didn't go to the same high school.
So even him going to high school, he's going to high school with Fatima people still.
Yeah, I went to a different high school. Okay. I couldn't go to high school with these guys. If I went to high school with these guys, I would have never. Because I like.
He's a scholastic person. Naturally.
I like books. I learned my. You know.
Let me tell y'all right now. Me and Eyes went to the same high school, so this is how far back we go. Like it's deep. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I mean.
My little brother just
Yeah,
we don't look the same. Don't try that shit.
Not like J-Rock, you know what I mean? I remember Mortimer. Oh man. Special, all the man named Noel, you know what I mean? Like I could go on forever, you know. But back to on topic. So, as teenagers, what did you experience and what did you see that influenced your pen game?
For me personally, it's the person sitting to my left, right? That would intensify me having to have a pen game. I don't have a pen game. I have a mind game. I drive in the car and rhyme game.
Okay. You just a
But
vibes.
like,
Sights, I am blind game.
Yeah.
That's it on the highway. 30 minutes calisthenics.
So you're a person to just rap about what you did.
I can go one way for 45 minutes and come back and have only two words and say, wicked, I'm good. Now tomorrow I'm going to do the same thing again. But don't worry about the end result. It's about the finished product.
But that's what a group was about. Like,
so how did your pen game sharpen up?
Just because I wanted to be competitive. I wanted to be competitive. The people that I listen to that are influencing me, that are liking me.
Who were they?
Fuck, you know.
The old.
Yeah, I remember. AC/DC, West Zeppelin, classics, Nas, fucking.
Casey top 40, you know what I'm saying?
But also my pen game, you know, like, because I used to listen to a lot of different music. I used to hear the lyrics in certain music, and I'm like, this is way better.
No, but in the 80s, those music was slapping.
And it's everything. Yeah, I don't really like, because I still do it now. Right. But like, there's sometimes you might hear a song, a folk song, a fucking jazz song, a rock song. A lyric is gonna hit you. So what made my pen game strong was me knowing that if you especially out the gate, you gotta have that one bam bam. You know what I mean? If you don't have that hook, line, and sinker first line,
just to catch.
You know what?
Bring him in right away.
R.I.P. Prodigy. I feel like that's one of the
Prodigy's
best.
one of them.
He was the best at it. Like when he's about to drop on his verse, you anticipate it.
Probably one of my top 5 in pen game, like learning how to really move the pen and like every line counts.
Because every time he puts it down, you know that he was trying to be better than the last.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like you know it. As good as you're taking it casually, like you know what I'm saying? Pause.
Yeah. He's a student. He's a student. He was a student. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yes. And then I realized a while after that, it was like, even because when we started too, we weren't making beats. We were fucking with producers.
Right.
So I'm like, all right, if we're going in here and trying to get beats off these dudes, and I'm like, we realized again, like, everybody's garbage. Like, I'm penning this shit down and I'm writing like, so when I go in here, I got 16, 20 raps. Like, that guy got 2. Who you gonna give the beat to? You know what I mean? Like, I'm giving you work.
On the real, if y'all don't know, at one point, we all lived pretty much on the same block. And at different points, I went to school with him, so like the connection is crazy. So I remember talking to him, talking to Kat, and he told me he had like a book of just hooks.
Definitely.
Like a book of hooks.
100%.
Yeah,
and it was nothing for him.
Was different. Versus is every man for himself. But the hook, and that's what I say, when you say like when we're doing, with me and him, he knew like, just do what you need to do, because you already know I got the hook.
Listen,
we're doing it.
What you guys don't understand is, he's in music class. He can read music notes. So
he's a real student.
Do I have to say more?
No. Don't say more. We will, as they say now, say less.
Say less.
Say less, as they say now.
You know what I mean? And that's where we like the hook shit, and that's when I realized, again, that's what Brass Tacks, how our progression was. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's a lot of the personal and the things, but the music was a progression on a level where it's like we were winning because our hooks were good. People ain't listening to what we were saying. When they start listening to what we were saying, that's when they're like, I don't know.
Because we're saying something, and we're
but when
too
they're hearing
small
the hooks and
young to be saying that,
which is crazy. So that shows you that You are ahead of your time because this is all hooks right now.
Yeah.
It's all hooks now. It's
And
all about. There's no real
I'm glad
lyrics.
you
the
said
hook
that,
melodies.
But that's what people knew for
Melodic.
sure. We were way ahead of our time. Period, dog. And that that's when I say
I don't even like that one. You know what I mean? Because ahead of a time, people try to
They're dating you, but all I just say is when I say ahead of your time, when I say ahead of your time, I was right on time with what I was doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Right on time.
Been on time.
But was I better than a lot of niggas beforehand? And
yeah,
way
that's
better.
what we're pretty,
I lapped you 1,000 times.
This is what we're pretty
no
much
sense
saying.
I
even
used to
speak
walk
about
around
it.
with my smalls in my pocket. Confidently, I'll go anywhere. We go to Cali, we go to New York, we go to Scarborough, we go to
we're going to get into that. We're going to get into that. How you all traveled and really put it down. Try to cement your position in this.
And my money was on it. Let's do it.
Straight.
100 grand in my mouth, 50 on the floor to keep the bouncing, rhyming down south. My nigga Rebel Dogs locked and they didn't want him back out. Piece of the game, I got it.
For sure.
We used to kill that shit.
Yo.
We started that smack shit. We used to go to hoods and be like, who wants to battle?
Remember,
Anybody got
the
any
students
money
and
on
studies,
anybody's
he's
head?
the one put me on to Mook and this and that. We watch it, but he's like, take me aside, like, watch it again. Then I'm saying, oh, okay, I understand. Execution time now. It's just different elements added.
So, at what point did it become official with Brass Tacks, and where did the name come from?
Long time ago
The name came from me chilling. We went to elementary school, so this is now coming out of elementary school. That's what I'm saying. People don't understand how far this Brass Tacks thing goes back. Brass Tacks came from, and then I'm a scholar, right? Brass Tacks comes from an idiom. I know people know what are idioms. These are what we call sayings.
Mm-hmm.
Chip off the old block, apple of my eye. Mm-hmm. Let's get down to brass tacks. I had a Scottish teacher that told me that, and he was like, I love how you always get down to brass tacks.
Straight to the point. That's what you're running. That's why. If you don't know, getting down to brass tacks means just get down to the nitty gritty or straight to the point.
Right. And then when I thought about it, so then I wrote, and we were trying to just get names for a little
and then it kind of went to Star Point Tactics.
Well, even before that, that's like
Star Point Tactics was business. That was a label. When we were doing our independent thing, we said, okay, we're putting out our own music. Brass Tacks can't be putting out Brass Tacks under Brass Tacks. It has to be under a label. Who's the label? Star Point Tactics. That was our label that we created.
That's some business thing that man's kind of known now.
Because we had a bunch of other people too now that we gave game to, and they were under the umbrella. Yeah. So everybody was kind of under Star Point Tactics.
Was a conglomerate even as far as fashion and art.
Yeah,
really that. It was ahead of its time. I'll say that for sure.
For sure. Because I remember,
like that ASAP Rocky shit, how they break it down.
Yeah,
we were ready with that. We just did it.
Everybody
fully.
was doing
no, because straight up, man, them influence is in particular eyes. J-Rock, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, them influenced me as far as gear with. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Uptowns, come on.
We were on time.
And
it was a lot of people. But
that
fashion,
Air Force Ones, Uptowns, yo.
And you know why we did that too? And this was the thing about what the whole Brass Tacks thing was about. Between what we called it, Brass Tacks, talking all conscious knowledge and sense, all that good stuff. Again, we embodied everything that was hip hop. We had to look good, because we look good, we feel good.
Listen, we had to be there.
So and you had to be there, and you had to be, like we said, the people we liked, we were competitive with. Right. Remember, like, I don't want to get too much, I know you have the thing, but when we were traveling and going these places, the same people that we were listening to, we're on the stage with them, fucking with them.
Sometimes they give us a critique even, when we came up.
A lot of times.
Because some of them, they felt what we were doing. They seen it.
And never seen Toronto niggas before.
Where they from? What part of?
And never seen Toronto niggas before
in their life.
And they did that because.
And you know what? A lot of those people.
And if they did, it wasn't the same type of feel.
It wasn't the same type.
They're talking about people down in the States, you know, across the border. You feel what I'm saying?
Sure.
Yeah.
And a lot of until I started going to the States and really talking to the Yankee people, they're very, I don't want to say uneducated, but they're ignorant to what it is up here. Like, they swear the man live in igloo.
You just gotta look at it like
so when man's like
because
you showed
there's a lot
up,
of them that do know too.
Yeah, when man's like you guys showed up in them times, there it was like, police. So there's man's like us out there. There was the man's like us up there. Yeah, you know what I mean?
They started fucking with us because they were like, okay, these
guys
are...
Or they didn't want to fuck with us because it was like
competitive.
But the best part, and this is what I like to say, and this is the whole reason again why you see the whole Brass Tacks. When we're talking about Brass Tacks, there was a bunch of people around before and all that stuff. But with me and him, like, we put it on the board, like, we're getting out of here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Should I put on my shades?
Yeah, like we're out of here now. Like so,
and it wasn't even personal, but it was personal.
We're out of here. And this is what I'm saying. Like, and this is before like even to take the shit on the road. We're going to New York. We're going to LA. We're joining these things. So he knows and I know he's a great businessman, right? And like we were a team that way because I do research. Again, I'm in the book. I'm finding out this is who we need to talk to. Mm-hmm. This is what we need to do.
And so back then, when people drop albums and whatnot, you always want to go and look at the back.
I was in the credits.
Yeah, and that's how we were. That's how we grew up.
But you have to realize too, we have comrades. We have people that we have taken steps too, not from our specific camp.
Yeah,
from other camp that the mutual respect is there, and it's like I can knock on a guy door and say, "Yo, we're about to head out where you just came back from. You got anything for me?"
He had a rapport with everybody.
So I'm having those rapports, and they're giving me the 1, 2, 1, 2. So I'm already touching across the border with Alyssa. Yo, we're in the place. You know what I'm saying?
So you have contacts. You know what I mean? You have your contacts together. Yeah, you're not just out there like on some Waldo stuff.
What he does is what he
that. But we're never going anywhere unless we have a few things straight. Because we're willing to do that other shit like anybody else. But,
we're going to do the fly off the fly shit. But
that's all
you need an itinerary when you get there.
100%. Keep yourself busy off the jump.
And we, as kids, we did that. We really did that.
And we were, 16, 17, 18, 19 in that bracket.
Work of our lives, man.
So, originally, Brass Tacks is YouTube, but it got bigger.
100%.
Shout
out to Capital Show.
So who was in it at one point? Like how big did Brass Tacks?
We got to Capital Showtime, who was from GCP, he was from Flemo, and Flemo was like our neighbor, so neighborhood.
So Flemo and Palmer is pretty much connected.
That was a big connect because that even bonded the hoods together.
That's where
even more than, you know what I mean? Because now instead of war, and the love with this whole Brass Tacks thing, now everybody's like in Showtime's in Brass Tacks, who's a Flemo dude. So they're like, yo, everything was just love. Niggas start partying together.
Who else was it?
And then there was the End, who came in from the Scarborough side.
Right, from
Marlboro. And why we loved him too is because he could, like, he had lyrics like
pen game,
crazy, yeah,
right, and I know there was that lane because you guys, all the Moors, everybody, I know everybody still fucks with him like that. You know what I mean? So it became that, but it also was in-house producers. We had C4 Valley, which were 3-4. So all these guys were working under
one. Just a segue, because you're getting into that. We organize all of that.
We put everybody in position, bro. Nobody put me. He put me into position. I put him into position. Nobody put us into position. We put each other respectfully. We put each other into position, and everybody else who ever came around the Brass Tacks umbrella, respectfully, we put you into some kind of position where you went and did your own thing after. Not that, and that's not a bad thing. That's what the game is said. You took what you came into, what you joined, right? And then you went and you did your things. And that's all love. And I'm not talking about
what's this you're wearing?
This is fucking again, this is Legend Knits.
Big time.
And that's my best friend, that's my brother. And this is the first time we did merchandise. We didn't even know we were doing merchandising. We just knew we're putting out a CD, and my boy is making clothing. He's knitting hats.
What year was this?
This was I don't know, man. Something in the 90s, bro.
Yeah.
And then fucking.
So you were like, yo, send on the shirt.
Yeah. Instead of us selling merch, and that's the game. We were giving game. Because we were learning game and giving game.
He was doing hats, knitted hats. Another
T-shirts
friend was doing third degree.
And Freshie,
for sure. I remember Freshie.
So
we put their shit together in our CD,
as merch,
and we sold that at our shows.
We sold it at the shows.
Sick.
We had the first website. Nobody had a website. When we hit America with a website, the www.
I'm gonna get into that because I want to talk about how
trans ad. We had an ad in the fucking subway station.
The first hip hop ad in Canada.
We had an ad
I didn't ever
Young
knew
and
that.
Eglinton subway station.
And we didn't have it for 1 week. We didn't have it for 1 month.
We had it for like 6 months.
No. We got
even more than that.
We had it for 1 year.
Straight.
We're all going to high school.
It just moved.
We moved it.
Yeah, we
6
moved
months
it.
later to somewhere else.
So again, that's part of you having the right contacts.
And
no. That's about of initiative. Having the brain.
No, and
to go do
that's
something.
me taking a piss in a bathroom at a club and seeing trans ad, and then seeing a group advertise, a Canadian pop group, and I'm like, we should do a trans. How do you get a trans ad? And then we did our information and we got a trans ad. And then we realized everything costs money. Nothing is for free in this world.
For sure, for
You
sure,
know,
for
that's
sure.
very
Real
cute,
cute, right? Hey, how you doing, man?
Yeah, $1,400 every 2 weeks with a button and an artwork review, and we're like, sure,
Whoa.
sign on the dotted line. Let's do this. We don't know what the fuck's going on, but it's going up there.
And wherever the most traffic was in the city, those times we don't drive. Everybody think we're in high school.
Yeah, everybody's on the train.
On the transit. So where's the most traffic? We're from the east, so we say Kennedy Station and downtown, Young
Young and Bloor.
So 6 months.
Sick.
Yeah, we did all that kind of
So the group, there was all these people was in the group,
Yeah.
but eventually went back to the originators.
Yeah.
Everybody else broke off
Yeah.
and did their thing.
Yeah, because
how
it
long
got-
did
it got to a
how long did the
level.
group last? The whole group thing last?
lasted a good while, man, because we went on tour together, all of us, everything like that. We did a lot of shit together. But everybody was always still, I call it like a Wu-Tang fest. Like everybody, we had our core projects, but everybody had their own thing bubbling and doing, you know what I mean? So it's just a matter of time.
But the
before-
irony, we never put out a lot of music. Like
Yeah.
out, we made
like
a
the
lot of
most
music.
commercially musical things, which is the most ironic thing about it, is that it's-
Icebreakers?
Nah, Icebreakers was for underground heads and vibe. That's why you see us re-release that shit and stuff now. That's for underground heads and stuff like that.
Siren sound, the warning bells of hell. Shots pop, block, lock, yo, turf remains still. Production of chipped up, white rock stop because cops try flock promos of niggas drop. Way through the alleys directly cause we got pop direction. Stop point tactics when the weather brings on. Cold-blooded thoughts, black Sherlin West posing niggas with matics.
But the most commercial shit that actually gave me and him back the spark when everybody went away was the
More
two
visual.
Game Is Like and Empires.
And then we
Because
shot-
That's when I was around.
Yeah,
That's when I
right.
really
and
got into it.
that's what
Yeah.
made that's when all that other stuff that we
So
did.
it stood that test of time. That was maybe 10, how much years went by?
After it.
Nearly 10 now?
Yeah.
Like from the time we're talking, we
Right.
start making moves and making music.
And then when we did when everybody, and that's it was just again
Because
this is
you
why-
guys, as the big group, you guys never really released music.
No, we did a lot of shows. We got a lot of ratings because
So,
that time
and then back then there was no
single.
real videos
we
either.
did singles,
could
and we
release
sold a lot of
singles.
on the road. Those was the days out of the
singles
trunk.
and released an EP.
Okay.
Just off of that alone, we did a couple spins. You know,
But we used to sell a lot
Back
of
and
shit out
forth.
of the trunk. Do shit
Oh,
shows, all that.
distribution.
Like,
We went to America and we said we're not leaving until we get a distribution deal.
I want to get into that. So, boom. This is why I want to talk about going to these music conferences.
yeah, that's what.
So
we're
when
such a-
where did
Oh,
so
okay,
so
this is how it came about. The music conference, we didn't say we're going. Of course, you would love to go to one, but it came to us because of the work we put in.
Yeah, we had
Our
a
record
promoter.
ended up being, actually, we had a promoter. When we went to America, to New York City.
Mm-hmm.
We did a couple 1-2, snuck around, got a Hot 97. They kicked us out, but they loved the initiative. Somebody did and said, wait downstairs.
Yeah, we got some radio shows after it.
We gave him our single that we had on our backpack. Next thing you know, he said, yo, you guys are like top 10, 16 out here in the Bay Area.
Yeah,
wow.
That's how it happened.
yeah, and then we
Right,
went. And then we went out there.
Because, to be honest, I used to deal with that, and so did another one of our partners, right? Within our conglomerate. He's making the bangers, the hooks, making them reel it.
Yeah, that was the
right?
time when everybody was in there. Everybody was playing their role. Me, I just made the music at that time now because I knew my progression. Now. I don't want to talk to people anymore.
Right.
It's
Because we went out,
counteractive.
we all went together.
Yeah.
So we knew who was who. You understand? We all went, 4 people. We went out.
I'll tell you the best story, right? So when we get to LA now, right? We're at this thing called the CMJ. So this is the thing.
That's how we ended up there. They said, come out here, you guys are
So
charting.
you were
We have
charting
a big
on
conference
college
called-
radio because that was a big thing.
It was
Back
the
then
Gavin.
it
It was the Gavin.
Yeah,
We went to the
Gavin.
Gavin. We
It's
went to the
radio
Gavin.
shows.
That's what it's called. The conference was called the Gavin.
something
The
like
Gavin
Gavin.
was the second or first biggest.
So this is before How Can I Be Down and all them things.
I think it
It
was
was right
in between
before
this-
or right after.
Yeah,
one of the
one
two.
and two, or in
I think it's
between.
before it.
What
to be
about?
honest
Did
with
you guys
I
go
think
to
it was
Jack
a
the
little-
Ripper one?
No,
No, we didn't
That's
go there.
after Jack the Ripper.
Yeah.
It's in that pocket.
Okay, so the Gavin, you guys went down for that music
So we
conference.
get there,
research.
but here's
Gavin.
the joke, right? So we get there first, but he couldn't come because he had some, I think there's some charges or something. He couldn't come, right? So I'm down there now.
Wow,
So,
I forgot about that.
This is to show you why it always goes back full circle to where it is. And
So
this
you
was our
went
biggest
dolo.
moment.
Yeah,
No,
because
it's
we
me and-
have to fulfill the obligation.
So-
and luckily, there's enough of us that.
Right, so
it
I'm
can
down with the
happen.
other guys. Don't get me wrong, everything is gravy, but I start this shit. I do this shit.
I get a phone call.
I can be me when he's here. You know what I mean?
I get a phone call, and the phone call is not good.
Because
he's calling me. He don't like. He didn't. Nothing happened. Actually, I'm lying. Something happened.
I did the first show. It was all right, but I was like, okay, nah.
But it wasn't like nothing crazy. But he knew where it was going to be headed if he didn't get where it's supposed to be.
Okay. So you didn't like the way.
I just knew we were here and it's on. But for me to be really, really on, I need him there.
Okay, you felt
for every
you didn't
reason.
feel complete.
No, and because also I know, like you said, I know this because that thing helped us do a lot of shit. So I know where this was going. So even if there was
right now it's a hands-on experience.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we never did this
before. We're in the trenches now.
So this is a big platform for y'all.
I'm the man for that job.
Mm-hmm. So I call it.
I get you.
I call it.
And I get a call and I'm like, yo, we seeing how's it going down there? You know what I mean? He's like, no, fuck this. These guys are. I can't.
I'm
you
like,
need
yo,
to be here. Just get over
down
here,
bro.
And I said,
don't play like you can't fix what's going on.
Right.
Like,
so, but I can't. I'm not supposed to be able to go. Right.
Yeah, because
I'm on some little,
you
know, 1-2. So I said, well, fuck it, whatever. I told my homie, I said, listen, I'm gonna pay for you to go. You're paying me back though, right?
This was a DJ producer who we used to work with real close.
So I said, let's go. We go to the airport, whatever. Next time I'm on the plane, wow, takes off.
So true, buddy.
I said, yo, I said, I'm here. And it's on.
And that was it, buddy. From there, we got charted and fucking. That's when we realized sometimes you gotta go, leave the home, leave the nest. We went there, we leave, and then they were college station. They're like, this is you guys, this is you know what I mean? We're going to shoe stores. People are like,
one day I can't find this guy when we're over there, but I'm hearing something. What's going on?
How long were y'all down there?
Fuck, man.
A couple weeks.
Yeah, like almost a month.
Yeah, and then he's like, yo, cats battling next door with fucking Iman Thug from Mob Deep. That's what he talking about.
I battled all those guys. I battled Brass Tacks, Iman Thug, and then Tech and Steel. I didn't battle him. Remember, we all got
scrap.
Back at the show.
That's why you said, yo, you got to.
Yeah, and then I remember Steel pulling me aside and said, yo, you're good, but you need mic control, because I was hype, you know what I mean? And I was like, but yeah, man, those are all kinds of experiences, bro, that you can't ignore. You can't, like, you know what I mean? It's just shit that you're like, yeah, nobody does it. And this is the whole point where, you know, we say we don't do interviews, bro, but we do because nobody don't know these stories with us. You know what I mean? Like, really and true. And then core industry people, so-called whoever, and it's not about that, but they know what's
They
up,
know.
you know
They're
what
supposed
I mean?
to
But
know.
like what you said, like that pioneer shit, like we gave a lot of game. We did a lot real early.
In the realest way.
Real early.
Because it's just common sense. The shit we're doing was common sense to us.
But we also wanted to do it, and it shows you to put your mind together with people like-minded and be smart enough to, you know what I mean, know how to, I'll say, as long as you know how to fucking work the room, bro. We learned how to work the room a long time ago.
You see, the playing field wasn't the right playing field. Because the initiative that we took, and we still take, was always looked the other way and shunned because it was us taking those initiatives. But those same people in position didn't even take those initiatives.
Because they were put there.
Yeah.
Right?
They were put there.
Yeah.
So it's a different.
So we figured that out from early, though. We're kids. So
and
we
ended
didn't
up
make
in
a
the
fuss
same
about
places
it.
with them.
Right. Do you remember in that same place we're talking about? When we got to, when I got there the same night to Cali, I remember a van pulled up. I was like, yo, you know, she was in the van? It was Rascals.
That's how he was, that guy, remember that guy, what's his name? I can't remember his name.
Thrust who brought them there.
I remember
like,
he was there
like
guy where everybody was cool.
Right?
Thrust,
and a couple
from out
people.
here.
Yeah, MC Thrust.
Right? And
Shout out to Thrust, man.
100%.
for
Thrust,
sure.
like I said on my
Shout out
first
to
stage.
No, I seen Thrust one time at main station, and I think his grandma, his mom lived.
Brother.
His mom lived by main station. It's good people.
I heard Thrust is signed to if I'm wrong, let me know later. But I heard he's signed to Eric B.
Oh yeah? No. Yeah, I think something. Yeah. I think I seen something with him and Eric B.
Eric
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I seen something with him right now. But yeah, so through those music conferences, you guys got so much game.
Lots of game and lots of game.
When that's when you went to New York, you said you wanted a distribution deal.
We were in New York we went to New York first. We used to go to New York all the time.
Yeah, we're in New York.
Like every summer we used to go to New York, but now we're going for music, so it's a different flex.
Yeah, now we're doing radio. We're going there. We're doing radio
shows.
We're standing out in front of Hot 97 like it's a fucking con.
Niggas are coming up to us saying, "Yo, what's going on out here? What's going on?" They're pressing us, and then they realize, "Oh, these guys are really on the music thing." Till a week later, till 2 weeks, till 3 weeks, they're like, "Yo, what up, Canada? What up?" They bring their daughters. Yo, these guys gonna be big stars, man. These guys gonna be big stars. You know what I'm saying?
So basically, at first, you guys got the side eye, and the fact that you guys stuck with it and said, we're here and we're serious.
We're not moving. We gotta get in this.
They're like, oh shoot, now you're a staple.
Imagine
right?
you live in the hood right across the street from the radio station, and you're seeing these.
Remember, we're not like idiots. We post up. One guy posted there. A guy, so they think we're selling. We're doing something.
We're doing
what are we
something.
doing? We're mapping something.
But
we're just mapping the station. We need
one day this guy, because we're hitting DJs as soon as they come out of their whip. We're doing that shit.
That goes to show you.
Mr. C pulled the thing on me. I ran up to his car. He was like, "Yo."
Because
like,
you know what?
I'm just like, "Yo, I'm just trying to see if you got the record."
What he said to you, and how did he say it?
He said, first of all, you in New York, nigga, stop running up on people like that. And second of all, did you listen to the radio show last night? I said, no. He's like, I played your fucking shit. Drove by.
What?
You understand?
Yeah.
This type of shit, Evil D be playing.
Like, you didn't listen to the radio show last night? I was like, and really, we didn't.
we're cutting and going through. We're working.
Yeah.
I'll be coming to a record store to give the guy my shit, and I'm just like, okay, let me figure it out. As I'm walking, getting closer, I hear my shit start playing, and I just start going into the record like I'm looking for something else. And what? My shit's. I'm telling you, if I'm lying, I'm dying.
Sick.
Yeah.
Sick.
All that shit too, bro. It's just a good time, man. Like,
so
we created a good time of life doing this shit for sure.
The group went through the ups and downs, and
mad ups and downs.
When I like, you guys know, after my bid, like when I first came out, I ran into Eyes. He was driving some Corvette, picks me up. Like, this is like a couple of weeks of me being on the road, and I was just walking everywhere, going everywhere, just getting back into the groove of things. Yeah. The man picks me, I don't even know if he remembers, the man picks me up, brings me to his base. Them times I don't know nothing about YouTube, and he's showing me 1-2 videos. I see he showed me a video of Freshie, one of the men we went to high school with, and then he left me in the apartment for like 2 hours. And so I was like, yo, where's this brother here? But I was just
I don't remember, but
I was just into the music YouTube thing, you know what I mean? And then and it's like, that's when I found out, you know what I mean? Like, YouTube were on the same page. I don't know what happened.
That era.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So like that kind of hurt me, and just to hear that, because I'm like, yo, man, am I like brothers for real?
And you have to remember, those things it was nothing. It was really just frustration in the music.
Yeah, and that makes
like,
you.
We have a life.
We also have lives. We have kids.
Both of our fathers passed.
Yeah.
Not just mine. We were talking earlier. Mm-hmm. And when I say mine passed and then his passed maybe months later. And that was sudden. And
those are key figures in both of your lives.
Right.
Big time. Yeah. Now you got kids. You know what I mean? You're taking care of this and this. That's you know what I mean? After a while, it's like you live. It's like you know, like college, like. You live with somebody for so long, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, we gotta go do our own things now. It's because it's never gonna be that, especially if you're best homies and shit like that, or even with your, you know what I mean, a day one or a girl, whatever. It's never gonna be like, all right, man, everything is so wicked now. Like, you go do your thing, I'm gonna do my thing. We'll link back again later.
Right?
It's never gonna.
They call it growing pains.
Yeah,
growing
pains. It always gets bad before it can get good.
Growing
you know
pains.
What I mean?
Growing pains.
It's just how bad do you want to take it and make it go to. And I say we never fought over. We didn't argue over music. We never had We never had a problem with money. We never had a problem with credits and between me and him and what we do. You know what I mean? When other things came in, we started having problems because also too, this is a fucking business, bro. You understand what I mean? And at the end
like
of the
you
day,
said, the internet came out showing you YouTube. That's probably all I could show you at the time. Don't get it twisted. The game's changing.
No, that's what I was going to get to.
So those big stories we're telling you, they're getting minimized because they're playing different now. Yeah, and we're still in the game.
It would be amazing if we were filming that shit and then we could have put it on YouTube now.
All those things that you guys did going to New York, all that stuff.
But also, I'm glad we didn't, because I wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be even speaking if it didn't go down, and everybody knows that. Like, it wouldn't, you know what I mean? So we have to do something.
So in order for anybody to know, they have to look forward to y'all.
And as I say, the story's never been told. We never told. And that's not for lack of nothing. We just always hit grounds running wherever we go. That is life, bro. We're never that.
Yeah, remember all those videos and these things that you mentioned. There was no manager. There was no label. There was no
we were all of that.
entity as far as commercial, corporate, nothing like that.
No, we used to go get corporate. We used to go to corporate in anything you do. Fuck, it was even rap. If we were selling those bags right there, we make them. We know how to get to corporate. We've learned that. You know what I mean? Sure. And now we took it to other levels in life, which is super cool. You know.
So, but it's a beautiful thing that y'all figured it out, grown man stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and we did it with the whole 20.
For the longest time, you know, me and Eyes always was talking. I really didn't see Cat too much since I came out. I seen him.
But everybody knows, what do they call me, a fly? Everybody knows I fuck off. That's what I do.
So I didn't see him, man. Like, this is probably the third or second time I'm seeing the man since I've been out. I've been out since 2010, fam. I see Eyes ever so often, you know what I mean? And then in the last year or so.
Before you and then we used to party.
Oh, no, yeah, but we ain't gonna get into that. So, you know what I mean?
We used to party.
That's when we were out there, you know what I mean? We were out there. Man. Boom. So last year or so, Eyes was like, you know, we have to do something. I'm like, okay. And then
25th,
the other day, he put up a picture of both of you. So I'm like, hold on, the man am I blessed now? Bam, when I seen that, it was lick off shots.
Because even Cat said...
Lick off shots.
Cat
my wife, my girl's like, yo, everything good? I'm like, no way.
Cat said that, but to me, I didn't even see that because we've been good for so long.
Yeah, like people thought it was whatever, but we talk all the time, like, you know what I mean? It's
right?
like...
So he's like, watch. And I said, okay. Watch me what I do then, if that's the case.
It's crazy.
It went off.
If you put up a picture, that says 1,000 words. All the talking you get taught, bro.
So now, through all your journeys, you can see the man them are putting down major foundational bricks as they go over here to these conferences, posting up in front of radio stations, running up on DJs who are trying to back out on them because they're that serious. You know what I mean? And getting their music heard. Mm-hmm. The music is playing, and again, they're still not even knowing that the music is playing because they're out there still trying to push it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
You know what sent me back home that summer? We probably booked the summer, so it was the summer in New York. Mm-hmm. But maybe 2 weeks before the summer ended, we got that distribution deal. So some out of here, I remember paying. I don't know how I had it. I was like 17. I had a gold card. And I paid the extra $75 to change my flight to go home. So fuck that, I'm out. We had a rough summer that summer. You know, things happen.
Mm-hmm. It's never a glamorous trip, bro. It looked glamorous.
First, I can't go back. I never been back to America since.
Excuse me.
For real.
But yeah, we were fucking staying in a basement, bro. You know when you live on floor 1?
No, floor 0.
You know, there's basement, there's floor in a building, there's the lobby, and then there's basement.
Yeah.
Eastern Parkway.
Because we couldn't be staying in hotels the amount of time we were there. I mean, we have family in there and shit, but we're grinding. We're not even staying with family. We're staying in the Bronx.
I'm in Brooklyn.
We're staying in Brooklyn at a homie's crib, whose dad owned the building. Not owned the building, but it was the superintendent, I think, or some shit like that in the building.
So we found a spot to catch it.
Yeah, we're staying in the basement, bro, like literal
basement. You see when you go downstairs, right? We got to push a key in, thing it, come out of it, close it back, and the elevator goes back up to 1. Sometimes people in the elevator with us.
And you don't even want them to know you're down there.
So these men are out there doing this, putting it down like this.
Roaches the size of this.
They forward back.
And a guard dog that probably would kill you.
Oh, yeah, 2 of them. They feed them gunpowder so they can devour. That's some more.
We used to have to walk around. Every day was like an anxiety. You have to pass the dogs.
You gotta pass the dogs.
Yeah, hopefully they don't bark at you.
They're not hungry. Hopefully they're not hungry.
But they're shaking fence and...
It's crazy. So
all in the name
all that game you guys soaked up, going all over, laying down all these bricks. Came back. I remember them times I was living in the block, Palmer Court. Somebody knocked on my door and said, "Yo, the man, I'm about to shoot a video. You have a boombox, so could you play the music?" I'm like, "What?
Yeah,
sure." Yeah. Brought out my boombox, so if you see, probably game is like video.
Probably stock game.
Yeah, game is like.
Yeah. My boombox is in there.
Yeah.
boom. Game is like the video was shot on the block. I think some of it was done shot in Crescent Tuck. I seen the bridge part.
Yeah.
Just lay the cards out so we can talk straight. They navigate, one foot on gas, one on brake. It's dead and wake, an all-out war for peace sake. This is Karen for the hounds, and send for all the dogs. Them eyes reprimand them. I heard they had a problem.
Rock a rugged rap, known for taking full steps, full work the gates. I don't wonder where the jewels kept awaiting call it's like the church wanna give me 2 less a day. For crack shops in the alleyway, cars frame me, I'm still living in the valley days. A red blaze.
If you look at the video carefully, number one, that was one of my directorial debuts.
Oh,
Yeah,
word?
he made that
You know
video.
what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I remember shout out to A-Son, Slime Small, Say Less, you know what I'm saying, G? Respect. He gave us a couple guys that they used to work at Long McQuaid.
Yeah.
Or they shot commercials for those type of
That video was in a Lana McQuaid
commercial. That's what it was.
Yeah.
They shoot commercials.
That's it
right?
again.
So they had equipment. So we take advantage of it, you know, any opportunity.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
we're hustlers. That's how we used to do it. We didn't own none
That's
of this
a
shit.
kick.
So you hollered at
But
the
we
man.
have
and
to
say-
use this shit. You know
So
what
you
I mean?
hollered at the
We
man.
hollered
and-
at-
Boy,
and it
there
was
was
an
a
honor
time
with
we
me.
started linking with the
Niggas
white
like
boys,
this,
man.
they were some rockers. You know what I mean? Respectfully, like some real niggas. So they're like, what? Okay, let's do this. We shot the video. I remember the first time we seen it. We're like just on the screen. Fuck it, exactly what we thought it was gonna be. Like, what we're hoping for it. Like that gloss, like okay, we look like we're
The
not
tone
us.
of the song. Remember,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I
yeah.
just said the song looked like the fucking.
Right?
It looked like the video.
But
like,
how you're saying we're in Crescent Town? No, we did the whole city. Because if you look at it, it was a split screen and a split screen up top. Hype Williams came with that 5 years later and charged $1 million a video. So I don't know.
Yeah. 'cause
They call it receipts now.
I remember you were downtown. There was,
Yeah,
at the
the
end, there
receipts.
was a little acapella done by like a bum. I don't know. You guys ran up on a bum. Told him
that was me having fun.
They say, yo,
Say
spit,
Gavin
spit,
is like,
spit,
we're
spit.
throwing, we were throwing change at him. We were disrespecting him, but we gave him some money. We're like, and he's like, oh no, the game is that. And he remember he wanted the trees we were smoking. He's like, that was
But yeah,
that shit was fun.
in that video, you're gonna see
And it played on much music.
in that video.
That video, good thing again. That's why me and him never
National coverage. You know
when
what
it
I'm
was
saying?
me and him, this is my house. The game was nice. Like we didn't hate on the game when we did something and put it through the channels. It worked.
Because you have to remember, it was like a Hot 97 situation. At the end of the day, right? People say, Hot 97, wow. Yeah, for sure. But guess what? There's one way in and one way out. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm right in front of it.
We're not leaving.
Straight.
I'm not leaving until I link somebody.
Straight.
And once I link one person, it looks like I can link maybe a couple other people.
Straight.
But what happened was we got kind of boasting, tried to get upstairs, and we got upstairs. And they're like, what? It's like a
That's what we
security
do.
violation.
That's how we
You know?
do it. That's how we do it.
I said, go downstairs. And the way that we went downstairs, because, Canadians, we kind of are nice. Because we're bred with that politeness, you know what I mean? You know we have it in us, but
We were fearless.
You killed him with kindness.
we're fearless,
But we
but
were me, especially when it's me and this guy
it was
together.
nasty down there, but
When it's
in a beautiful way.
Yeah, when it's me and this guy together, fearless, bro.
So-
They didn't want people just look at us and think we were somebody. Anyways, they'd be like, yeah.
Remember we
you
put us
just
on when
slipped
they
through.
what's his name Old Dirty Bastard and MOP's manager and the Italian guy that owned the cell phone shop.
Sal or something.
We gave him our tape and he bumped it and they're like,
They put us
"Yo."
on. Remember we did the radio show with
That's what I'm
Nas
saying.
and Blase,
he
Blase.
goes,
and shit.
that's why I went home. He goes,
Yeah.
yo, I own the radio station. I'm gonna put you boys on Silver Surfer. So we're like, what?
Yeah,
so
those
there's only
were big
two of us at the
DJs
time, so
back
we all
in
got
those
together,
times.
so we got to go check them in the nighttime. So we went over there. But when we went over there, what happened? 'Cause when we first got to New York, we met up with, remember I told you I had a contact list. So we met up with a few people. We met up with a lady at the train station
She
that was on the
wanted to take
list.
my money.
And then right away, she asked for like 6 or 7 bills.
We didn't.
And
But we were green too. She's like, we're about to go up to the radio station. We're about to go do a radio
she was
show.
gonna be our liaison because
Right? And
apparently
we're
she's
gonna get to
somebody.
go
She's
do
on the
this
list.
thing. And then so we're about to actually go upstairs. And she's like, yeah, all right, where the money at? And we're like,
No. We met at the train station first. That's our first person we met. And then a week later, now we're up in everything. Everybody knows we're fearless now. So we end up at this radio station that the man sent us to. As we're going there, a bunch of DJs are spilling out. So we're like, what? We have hot wax. You know what I'm saying? We got records. So we're giving them. And especially across the border, anything fresh on wax is like, it's like a new toy. So everybody's walking around like, what? You know? And all of a sudden we hear all this beacon. Loud beacon. And a cat come to me and say, yo, that girl from the train station that we didn't give the money to is pissed off that we're here. And all we can hear is, You ain't up in my shit. You ain't up in my shit.
She was pissed.
And we're like, what? Throw this joker. Right? And everybody like, yo, it's cute.
That's when she had to get dealt with like real Toronto men.
That's why the Toronto comes out now, right?
Like, yo, watch out.
My girl.
Watch out. Just know, like, real talk. Like, there was no argument. We didn't
Let's just ease her out the way.
Just watch out.
You know, we'll just say that.
Ease out the way.
Yeah.
So, Gamers Like video is done.
Yeah.
You guys did that independently.
Right.
Just by connecting with the right people.
Right, and I said that to say, now we're going to Much Music, and it's getting played on Much Music from our independent hands. That we just got together with a couple brothers, you know, of the Caucasian persuasion that had the same interests to make something happen in a big way.
And in that video, you're going to see some of the young artists that you see in the game right now doing their thing.
A lot of them was in there.
Like, out of Palmer Court, there was so much talent that came through. Like, when I came home,
For sure.
just off the top of my head, there was Big Lean and Young Tony and Clips. I'm not sure if Ron Dog was on yet,
Not
but
yet.
there's other mans. I can't remember right now. There's a lot. You know what I mean?
But shout out Scrooge Skrilla, the God.
Scrooge Skrilla, the God.
Man.
See,
Yeah, you can't.
I feel like he's a different. He's on a different. You know what I mean? He's on a different.
Like, that's what I'm saying,
respectfully,
somebody-
musically,
Yeah, he's there too.
he came
through that channel
He's
too.
like
You
an
know what I'm saying?
honorary member.
honorary member though.
He's
For
like
sure.
an honorary member. Like,
For sure.
when Skrills
Shout
come
out
through,
Skrilla.
Skrills just get a beat. Which one do you want?
He's on the Brass Tacks album.
We have a last Brass Tacks album that nobody's ever heard yet. Skrills is on it. Toba Chung from GCP, who's
All right,
rest in
R.I.P.
peace.
Peace to the God.
He's on it.
Yeah.
It's like,
So boom, and then Empires, the video.
So
you have
that
two
came
videos
after.
for that. So there's one shot in, what was that? Where'd you guys go?
Went to Trinidad.
Fam, I'm watching the video.
Independent once again, right?
That's
How old were
independent,
you?
because when I
That's
say there's
20
two
something years
videos,
ago.
there's one that's done through.
There's a bigger,
Bigger
that's
budget.
what happened. We
A
got our
glamorous version.
and that was doing us fucking with the system here. We got a video fact.
talking to the right people.
Yeah, talking to the right people. A guy that had a
Remember
production company.
Remember, they came to us first. That's how the
Yeah, they came to us and was like,
built.
yo, we'll
So
get you
that
guys-
was based off y'all doing the first
Whatever,
video.
Yeah.
or whatever.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
So
then
even
Even before that video, he came to us, so we had that relation where that
Yeah.
first video even got on.
Okay.
Yeah.
In a sense, we went through the right channels,
But we did the game is like
but we had
first.
So even
right
even
key
going to
codes
Trinidad
to
and
go about
shooting the video, like I seen the type of camera. That's not back. It's not like little cameras.
Listen,
You
at the
can.
end of the day,
You
gotta
met them
pay.
at big
You
cameras.
gotta pay, right? Everything we told you, we paid for.
Yeah. So money
watch
was we
your
were making
age.
money, bro. Money, and that's what I'm saying. The thing, don't get the music thing is one thing, but who the fuck's paying for it? We don't have investors. We don't have like
No,
you
this is what I'm
understand?
saying. So this is.
But we did have investors.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, because everybody you know who we know
Later on, when they see that
always-
we're serious
yeah,
about it,
that,
no,
then-
okay, no.
yeah,
it doesn't matter.
everybody was
They all
always
added
up.
up.
Everybody would always up
You know what I mean?
and
Yeah.
help out and always.
Okay.
Respect.
That's so that I never knew that.
No. Certain people
Mans
always,
did.
You know, we had
help
the
out.
stocks, we had the budgets.
Yeah, those,
Okay.
They just know it's time. Like,
Shout out to Stocks,
okay,
shout
what
out
is-
to Buju.
all those, you know what I mean? Hood generals, bro.
Yeah, yo.
So-
So the two videos.
So what
And then-
happened was now we get the Empires thing, so we go through the channels, boom, this guy tells me, yo, we
Yeah,
just
right,
got a
right.
big
Yes.
ass fucking video fact for Empires.
Because we have to tell them we went to Trinidad first.
Yeah,
independent
you
tip.
Yeah,
You
on
did
the-
that, you
Just
did
to do it
that.
first, yeah. We went to Trinidad
Went
first,
there.
and then
And
we
you
went
had
to-
family there.
Honestly, I like that version better than the other one.
But
But
here's the
what I
joke,
like
though.
about the big
The
budget,
change-up.
the 2-in-1.
But that's because we got the
first.
money. That's why we ended up doing that.
So boom. I don't know if you guys are familiar. Now it's a common thing where when you watch a video, at the end of it,
Or
there's
hear a
another
song.
video.
Definitely sound.
There's another video, another song.
Right.
These mans did that back then, but it wasn't part of the plan.
Was part of our
It
plan.
was
No,
part
no,
of our
no.
yeah.
Yeah, that was part of your plan, but that wasn't what.
No, so what
written on
happened was
paper.
when we did the first independent video for the song Empires, we did because now
Well,
we
we're
went a
promoting
different way.
ourselves,
But we
right?
went a different way with the whole different jazzy music and stuff like that.
We used to call it coffee shop
Right,
hip-hop
and then,
at
and
the
we were
time.
gonna go. I think we were gonna even go to Trinidad anyway. So we ended up, we just got some paper
That's
together,
right, yeah,
took these guys to Trinidad. We all stayed at my family's
So how many
house.
people went with y'all?
Fuck, we had a whole...
And your lovers and listen. Always hear these wealthy niggas riffing about daughters missing, sons up in prison. Star Point gleams beyond that. I hear my angels humming. I talk war, rumors of it's coming. Wizards in the clan want something. I give them something. I have them slumming. Mothers and wives sucking. Larger than life shit. Can't forget it. America, the great culture states. You're pathetic. I feed my M6 in your mix and wet it. Cold water flats on the world's cause headaches. Say, yo,
My little cousin reminded me that the other day. He was like, yo, I wish
So
I
you
was
came,
there to
you all went down there with equipment, everything.
Yeah, and stayed at my uncle's place.
Shout out
Actually,
Marlon.
we went to a
Remember
garbage
Marlon,
place first.
Marlon, the big
Yeah.
Marlon.
Yes.
Yeah.
We went to these guys, like, we all went down there together, so we go and stay in
We
at
met,
these
you know where we met
different
them at? That's where we met them at. We met these directors or whatever they were, because we directed our shit.
Mm-hmm.
But they had equipment and they still had the balls and the vision to say, yo, want to go to Trinidad?
Yeah,
we met them
and
at
they were
Leon's.
Yeah,
At Aito.
Yeah, he was a Trinity guy too.
So they to come here and eat, and he'd say, yo, these guys are big stars, they fucking do this and whatever.
So
But
guys-
I take shit serious when I can see there's an opportunity to
Yeah,
take
them
it serious.
guys there doing work with all these different like the TV
So you
stations.
knew that equipment. You're like, yo, we need
And
to
they
get
were
No, but the
down.
way they were talking, and I could tell that they travel, and I travel. My passport with our ID
They were
back
going
then.
down
We don't
there
have
to do
no ID.
they
We
were
have
going to
passport.
do a
We're gone
calendar
anytime.
anyways, remember?
Yeah, that's what they're going to
They were
do.
gonna go shoot a girl calendar.
But then they heard the music. We went to the studio downtown.
Yeah.
And all of that, and then
So you
they
guys
said,
got
okay,
them
you guys
down
are
there.
serious, you know?
yeah, we went down there, boom, 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 set up.
Went to your
And
family.
then
house.
stayed at my
that
family's
paved way to
Coming
bigger-
back here
big-
now.
bigger
No, but now
project.
we went through the right channel because you have to submit. So we submit lyrics, song, whatever.
So this is talking
And then-
about grants. Pretty
Right,
much
now-
talking
now
about
we're-
grants.
So
Now
now
we're
we
there.
come back from
Yeah.
that, and now we get a grant for the same song.
Right.
right?
So we're
But
like,
they ain't
yeah.
paying attention to us.
Yeah,
It's
they
even playing.
Yeah.
Under station.
And in that song, it's really just Cap, the Empire song.
Yeah.
First one.
So now,
But that's us
no,
two
no.
out.
I'm just saying, in the
Oh, yeah.
actual Empire song, it's just Cap.
Right.
Yeah.
So boom, now the second video comes around with a budget. You're like, I need to get my shine. So
So 100%. Because
So-
I'm putting this whole play together. The people want to
But
see
we
me.
know we were gonna do that anyways. We're gonna do something like that anyways.
We're gonna
how did you
attempt it.
finesse it?
Well, at the end of the day, they gave us the budget for the song. They loved it. Fine. But I'm sure it's a dime a dozen to have a million people doing shit. Because they even gave us the lowest money, the lowest budget. You have to remember, our peers in the game have videos out 2 and 3 and 4 years already. People that know about it. We're grinding, trying to fucking get a
it was
look.
good.
We
We
can't even
got
get
it.
a look, but
got
we
it.
get looks because we move. But that Hollywood look, that TV,
Yeah.
that radio,
The
can't
polish
get
look.
it.
Yeah.
And
But-
we needed it at that time because it was enough of the
Remember, I told you they're on for 2-3 years already before, so by now it's gonna look a little funny, like you guys can't get on.
yeah.
But we've been on.
Those times, and that's what's the fucked up thing. It was about being on. Like,
So
Right.
what I'm saying is, at the
But we
video
never give a
shoot,
fuck
but on
about
the
that.
road,
When-
we were on.
on.
Like everybody knew who we were on the road. Like so that wasn't. That's why you have to weigh the good with the bad. Now you see when we used to study Master P, and then we were like, yo, where we're at is the best because when we sell a CD for $10. $20, it goes in our pocket.
Exactly.
Nobody's taking.
There's
giving
no
us
middle
17.
people.
Yeah.
There's
So
no
we
middle
were
people.
already
You see the
doing
distribution
that.
company so now we get the distribution deal, and that same distribution company is the same distribution company who E40 and Too Short are distributed to this day.
yeah.
So I'm just telling you, City
What?
Hall Records, shout out to City Hall.
Yeah. They took us on
Salute.
easy, bro.
Salute to them. Salute to
And
them.
nobody would do that here. We had to go away to do that shit.
Way in the Bay.
Way in the bay.
When it was time to shoot the
Dropping
video for
VP Live
Empires,
music.
when it's time to shoot the video for Empires, how did you present your part
double
to it?
video.
No, okay, so now
They kind of didn't even realize.
we didn't present it. Yeah, that's
Because
they
we
gave it
just
to
we
us.
did a
It's already
mix, so
approved.
we just went in the studio and did the mix.
Oh, I put it
Yeah,
together.
and then put it together.
So
and
you're
so this
like,
is the song that you're playing
we
for the
shot
day.
it.
Yeah.
We just
So
shot
when they're
it.
hearing the different part now, we're like, yeah,
They
that's how the
probably-
song goes.
That's what remember.
And you know what's
They
crazy?
didn't even get to the different
You
part.
know what's
That's the
crazy?
fuck- What about the reality is that
You know what's
they heard
crazy?
the track.
That's what's
didn't even get
massive.
there.
Yeah.
That's what's
Okay,
crazy.
yeah.
Mans are doing that with their tracks now, where they're switching up the beat in the middle of the track.
In the middle of the track.
That was
Yeah.
the first one ever. It was done in the States a
And
couple
we
times.
just did it to
But
make
that-
sure that we both got a verse.
And got our equal.
That was sick.
Shut their eye on us like they can't even see. I've seen empires rise, empires fall. I seen a dynasty of broken dreams. It ain't getting any better in this world, it seems. Until they shut their eye on us like they can't even see. We spit.
Once again, legendary taxman. Ain't nobody asking. Whip up a batch, call me the caterer. Made for them, what? It was even made for her. Getting paid in full before a show I prefer. But anyways, to the streets, man, what occurs? For my money.
Whip up a batch, call me the caterer. Woo! Let it be known. That was ill. That was ill.
Buddy.
That was ill.
Yeah, man.
I want to talk to you guys about the Palmer Media umbrella.
Okay.
When I talked about Game is Life, I seen Big Lean in there when he was like 10. He looked like a baby.
Maybe, yeah, maybe.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
There's other mans in there.
Yeah, the other guys in there.
While Brass Tacks was on the shelf when, you know what I mean, there was nothing really going, you were doing your own thing.
Right.
As, like, what was your vision? What was your vision at that point?
My vision was everything we were doing already, but now I'm going to attack it that way first. Because it was just us, and it started snowballing into these things, which started interfering with us.
Did you see the man? When did the man start picking up the mic? The youths on the block, and did they come to you? And what was it like?
Not me, not really, man. I remember I would come back and see, like, because those times that you said, like, what happened. So
because that's when Skrilla too started really doing his thing too.
Right. Well, Skrilla was always doing his thing, right?
Because Skrilla was always with us in the studios from them times. He was always good.
But getting visual.
Visuals, I'm talking about the visuals.
Yeah, around, so that's when I seen visual.
Yeah.
Always around, you're catching the visuals. So.
Yeah.
But after, like, all that Empire stuff, jump off and all the good shit, and then, like, we started doing a lot more shit. So
I remember Cat's doing big music. He's doing bands.
After the Empire shit, I got a lot of different opportunities.
I remember now. You did like a rock alternative or something like that.
Yeah, it was a performance band. So I started doing live shows with a band. So I've been making hip hop songs.
So he left me do cover records and shit.
So, but at that point, you were like, you know what? Okay, these youths are coming up. They want to rap.
But respectfully, guess what? And he knows that too. That was always my vision. So I'm saying it's interfering with us. Because Cat's not a joke when it comes to this music thing. So as an artist.
So you were taking that on your own?
Right. He's more of an artist than I'm an artist.
Yeah.
I understand.
I'm in it because
but I also know how to handle my own business. At the end of the
100%.
day, right? So I realize now where we're going with it. The business that we've been doing works for us. Yeah. But it also works for me. This is the best thing for me to be doing right now. Right. Obviously, you're my brother, so you're going to roll regardless. But I know what you guys are going to get into now, which is, things that I'm not going to say I pull myself out of because I'm always, again, I'm outside. Like I was,
Godfather.
Right? But you got to understand, those things was better for him to do, for him to access into the person who he was going to be and how he's going to rock. He is that guy. He did it before.
Yeah, because that's how, and that's how you, I'm pretty sure, got in with Peter Jackson, became
right. He was always that. And I'm not saying, don't get me wrong, I do that shit, but I also wanted to go a whole different route because
it's a different genre that you're even doing than what we're doing.
Yeah, like I was doing a whole, like I was doing bands, but I also, again, I was about money. Like how am I want to do shows and shit like that and get paid in Toronto. How's that happening? Well, I know I work at certain little music stores and I deal with that. So I'm saying, all these little white dudes, they're doing screamo shows, getting paid fucking, you know what I mean, $100 a guy in a band and da-da-da. I'm like, oh fuck, I'm doing this shit. It makes sense for me to have a band with 6 people in it. You know what I mean? So I learned the booking game and all that shit for live.
So while you were doing all that,
I'm doing the same thing, but over here.
Okay.
Yeah, now he's doing a more of the studio vibe, and then he got.
I'm in the studio. I'm getting studio. I'm doing what I've always been doing. I'm getting the producers,
and that's what he's always done.
Shout out to Khalil.
Yeah,
because that's when I touched road. That's where the spot was.
Okay,
he was always putting the dots together for everybody, and not in a way where it had to be. And this is why I love it. This nigga, like it doesn't necessarily have to involve him. But at the end of the day, even when people think we're not talking and shit, they don't even know the reason why I'm telling them. I'm not coming there until you tell me all those people around there are paying you to be there because I know what you're giving these people.
Yeah, you're just on the business
I know.
end.
Yeah, because he did that for me too. When you know what I mean.
So, but you see with me, and he's not wrong. But on the flip side, I'm trying to do it with my people. The whole point of why I even started this to do this was to show them, buddy, we can do all of this. They're not giving us nothing, and I'm going to show you. They're going to play us on the radio. They're going to see us on TV. I'm going to be taking trips. I'm going to be gone for a month or two. I'm going to fly back and take some fly stories.
And a lot of people took out of his playbook with that, which was good. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you never get into these things, especially on the side how he was doing it. It's a thing. You get a lot of different people around you, a lot of different energy. You know what I mean?
How many artists came from Palmer Media umbrella?
Over 50.
Yeah?
100%.
Yeah, a lot of these.
We ain't got time to name all of them.
It's not about
one time I made 20 albums or mixtapes, whatever you want to call them, a year for like 5 years. And I used to run up at every so-called, whatever they call them, labels here, those pretend thing they have here, labels or whatever.
Pretend flyer pushers.
And the big whoever they're supposed to be.
Pushing flyers.
I'm taking a meeting with them and I'm waiting downstairs and guess what's going on? Their staff, when I'm giving out CDs, the staff is going nuts like, yo, this is that.
Give us a couple of names of who's out there that fall from under the man from your umbrella.
Umbrella, it goes as far as
like who's out there that they would know.
Well, it doesn't matter if you know them now. You have to do your research because everybody was known at one time. Because people know now.
And this is what I'm saying. Brass Tacks was bigger than later. We had producers, guys that rap guys on the road don't have no producers. I got the nerdy guy who's in his bedroom making 1,000 beats a day. We're bringing him in. You're gonna fuck with him. They're gonna bond and make their own relationship. The thing is, he's paying rent for the fucking place where everybody's doing that at.
And you're not charging them.
No. You know why? Because we're in this together, right?
So all those mans that were in the studio recording, because at one point you were even doing videos for them too, right?
Yo,
this is one-stop shop. This is why you don't say a name. Everybody knows who everybody is. This is what the whole point about it is. Who was around at that time, and I wasn't even really much around at that time, but I know who was around at that time. What they've done was take the tools and go build what they needed to build. So it's not
as you should.
And as you should.
So it's basically the same thing that happened earlier.
But nobody's gonna tell you
as a Brass Tacks.
The same shit.
Same thing.
Same shit.
Happened
same
when
shit.
you did the Palmer Media thing.
And again, it's not a thing that
showed love.
It's not a thing.
They learned the tools of the trade. And then,
but every relationship was amazing. You think we're like a week or 2 weeks? Think we're 5 years, 7 years. What do you think? Things last forever? People go to Def Jam, go to Sony, go to
people go just do their thing, man.
You're chasing the bag, you're chasing the limelight, whatever it is. That's fine. You know,
so all I know is
we've always been a part of what's going on.
At the end of the day, if we ain't gonna call out no names, that's cool. But we all know who it is. A man just needs to just pay homage to the God, because both of them. You know what I mean? 100%. Both of them.
They know what they were there and they seen when me and him were standing off like this. And the thing that's crazy, and I like to say, I'm gonna apologize because I know shit. I'm spiritual. I'm deep. That day made the hood move a certain way. Because the two level head videos. No, when off of the bus, me and you, it was like a separation. Remember off of the bus we were gonna scrap and we're yelling at each other saying, "Yo, run out!" I just remember right now. It hit my head.
Yeah, remember it was that? Like that. It got to that
point. Yeah. At your yard. In front of my gate. 6 in the morning. Sun just.
But I was gone. I was in the big that time. Yeah. 6 in the morning, man. Kicking off.
Bottles everywhere, like a nigga were drunk. Fucking jewelry, it was nuts. You know what I mean? Limo buses lined up.
It's never just
those
like
things, I'm glad I didn't see that because that shit was scaring me. I'm like, what the fuck is this nigga doing?
Yo, trust me, thunder and lightning probably all came in. The way the sun came in, and I don't even know.
That would have scared me. I wouldn't have been able to go to bed that night. I'm like, yo, this man's a beefing? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but it wasn't even.
It wasn't even that. It was just.
This is where things. It's never gonna be the time where you're gonna be like, yeah, man, okay, you go your way now.
Yeah.
That's where
growing pains.
Because we're trying to exist in that moment.
But when it was, a man is a man, right?
We were feeling it.
A man is a man, and that's the difference with how we rock. Like we were really, really together.
So we knew it wasn't like that again.
And that's just how to be men. Like men, as much as you know what I mean. I see no one in your business. There used to be a time when you used to hang with people and everybody looked the same. Now you do different walks of life and different things. Like,
Oh yeah, for
I
sure.
got on that shit too. Where I was like, yeah, that day too. I was like, yeah, like I'm done with this shit, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like I think this is not beneficial to us anymore. Fuck music or all that shit. Now this is not beneficial to us no more.
Straight.
Like,
Right.
this
Straight.
is just, you know what I mean?
So that's how it was, right?
So now we forward to present day.
Yeah. So then,
You re-released the album. What
The
did you?
25th anniversary.
that's why we're here. So we released the 25th anniversary of Brass Tacks. We released the first single that we did, and that was through a re-release with vinyl. Because what the whole thing with the whole point where we didn't re-release a lot of music made sense for us because we ended up getting bootlegged and ended up selling a lot of vinyl and not have to do the whole commercial.
We've made different vinyl deals in the past, you know, throughout the years. The music
with the
still
Brass Tacks
sells.
stuff, and then this is another time it came around.
So
we
we're getting. Are we getting music that's been sitting down from Brass Tacks?
we're about to
Unreleased, a whole unreleased.
Yeah,
so
that's
we're
been sitting down.
So what we're doing now is we're doing a whole unreleased, and it was not we're doing the music. The music is already done.
Yeah,
The
no,
music's
you
been
have,
done
you
for
have
years.
stop, bro. You told me about the
Yeah.
books you have. So
So
yeah,
but we have some unique artwork, unique videos that people never seen.
I'm looking
before.
forward to it because
And-
based on the journey and to forward back to where you guys are,
Yeah,
I could only imagine what you guys are gonna drop.
but it's gonna be an NFT.
Can you explain that?
Well, it's the it's
Non-fungible.
non-fungible token kind of thing. It's this whole digital blockchain
today's-
kind of thing. It's
yeah.
the way you can sell
It's today's
music
fashion,
as
man.
an independent that we have a cult following. We have good, and we've known this now. 'Cause
Oh
our
yes,
numbers
you
are
do. Oh yes, you
from
do. All over the
especially-
world, by the way.
Right.
I've been in the comments
And
when
that's
I was
the
watching the
best part,
videos
right?
yesterday. I'm watching this. I'm reading the comments.
That's what we haven't even talked
different
about.
languages.
It's different people that
from
like,
languages
yeah.
and like making
And we
comments.
learn, I'm gonna even say this and keep it super Canadian. Shout out to niggas like King Lou, who used to tell
Dream Warriors.
Dream Warriors. When I remember being in Little Fuck, pushing myself up
Even
in
that
studios.
Saturday concert, remember they're sitting behind us.
Pushing up myself
they
in
weren't
little
feeling
studios when they saying stuff, and he's like telling me, and he's telling the next man, I'm a fly on the wall, and he's like, do you know how much money you can make in England if you just stop trying to go to America?
Remember, they
This
traded
is
at number
like-
one against who?
It's crazy, eh?
That's
That's crazy. How come the man never
Yeah,
really think about Europe?
Yeah.
'Cause that's what
Young Cannibals.
Fine Young Cannibals.
That's what Jeru did. He said, you know what? After he got blackballed in New York because of the whole
Yeah, his vibe.
thing was going on,
Yeah.
he went to Europe and made it. He made a
Just
life
make-
out
and
there.
we were doing it, but it made it real to us.
We never used to stay
because
around, you
yeah,
know?
because they
They know.
started, and when they start reaching for you, that's good. You know what I mean? So it all just started to make sense. And then when it came on the whole 25th anniversary thing, now I'm telling this guy, he didn't even know. I'm like, I'm a full. Well, he knew, but Matt ready to go. I'm like, but we're not gonna push it out yet. And then this thing came around, this whole vinyl thing again. So then we said, all right, you know what? Let's seal up our legacy the way we know how to, because we're doing things separate and whatever. But this is the best way.
So
to
this is not a one-off thing. There's going to be more than just
Well,
one.
no. After the NFT, it's a one-off thing. Like that, the NFT thing is going to be a one-off thing, pretty much.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because
There's
that's
no
like,
more music released by y'all after that.
music will be available, but
Right.
we're not doing no more music in that name of like doing like no. We actually know we're doing on the NFT. There's going to be a brand new song that's me and him.
Okay.
Yeah, a full single that's me and him.
Okay.
So
Okay.
all that is
all,
gonna
all
be
the other
on-
songs is stuff that you had put
Yeah,
down.
it has,
time.
and it's again you're gonna hear an umbrella of different people on it and all because there's mad
gonna-
different people
It's gonna
on
be
it.
crazy. It's gonna
It's
be
crazy.
crazy. Because that's one
Blessed.
thing. No, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, like, yeah,
Because
it-
that's
yeah, it
one
has
thing I noticed with
everybody
the music before. You guys didn't really collaborate. But it's not that we
Fidel
didn't know.
Tactics.
We didn't know that.
Yeah.
You did have it, but it was just not
We
being
just,
released.
but it was at that time too,
Yeah.
'cause and then I only wanted to work with the best people. That's why I say like the people that are on that record are the best people
At that time?
At that time, you know what I mean? Up to now, still like
Rest in peace, Tova Chung.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
That's gonna be
not
big.
a lot of Canadian
That's
guys right
gonna be
now. I
big.
mean, so other than you know what I mean?
That's gonna be big. Like, I wanna hear that track.
Nobody don't have no record that has those two people on it. Right?
That's crazy. That's crazy. So right now,
Yeah, man.
you got that going. What are you doing right now?
That's the
for
same
yourself?
thing. That's what we're doing.
Yeah,
together,
but together.
right?
But
Yeah.
was in on your own.
So
You got, I see you got the juice.
You know, right now you're in my establishment. You know what I'm
We're in the
saying?
Reggae Cafe.
Let them know where you at, man.
This is the Reggae Cafe on Eglinton. Where is it at?
That's right. You're on Eglinton West. That's 1653 Eglinton Avenue West. You're in the Reggae Cafe / Kumasi Juice Bar. Kumasi. That's knowledge, understanding, mentally aligned, spiritually inclined. Come get your natural juices. We got ginger beers.
I've been sipping
natural
on my
with the black
turmeric one.
seed in it. We got the sorrel with the merengue and the ginger. We have the soursop, no milk, no dairy. We got, the peanut punch, same thing with the sea moss.
So it's
Come through. Well, you come through and get your COVID killer.
Power up.
This is the thing that make the COVID just say, you know what? We'll go to the next person.
Yeah.
Straight, you know what I mean? So yeah, he's on that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And doing that like food here sometimes too, like the
Of
food.
course.
Yeah.
Right now we closed. We just came into do the
Yeah,
interview,
yeah.
Next time you guys come through, I definitely have something set up on the shelf for you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm doing a little platform show. Again, it's not even a music thing I'm doing. So all you got to do is go to renaissanceroadman.com.
Right.
And you'll see what I'm doing. It's a platform show where I go explore different brands in the city.
Love everywhere you go. It's the levels of the love we show. Yeah. Hey, you should. Yeah, you're joining me again. It's TT Terry Tom, the Renaissance Roadman. And today we are going to explore my passion for the fashion. Where are we at, Julie?
Model Citizen Toronto.
That's it. So, how did you even get into fashion? What inspired you? I know you were always good dressing and
Yeah. But you know what? It's really
Surviving, like how we've been doing the thing for years.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Not necessarily on a big thing.
So where could the people see that? Is it just on that website?
No, it's on renaissanceroadman.com. It's also on YouTube.
It's on YouTube?
Yeah,
Okay,
so just
okay.
type that, just Renaissance Roadman. You'll see
Okay.
the
Renaissance Roadman.
Yeah,
Okay.
we just did a few episodes. I got a bunch of episodes in the vault, but
Okay,
I got a lot of little things
Gear.
going on.
Brand.
All kind of shit, you know what I'm saying?
I see you.
We're just trying to keep it brass tacks.
I see you rocking. What you
Shout out to my brother Slime Smile. Real. Remember, everybody ain't loyal. Beyond. Look out for the network. That's one of our sponsors.
Okay.
You're smoking that pot belly.
Okay. You see that?
Smoke to your full.
And don't forget everything Legendist. This is one of our brothers from the start to the finish. So
100%.
again, anything, just go to legendist.com.
Straight up.
Get anything you need.
Shout out my brother PJ, Peter Jackson, 90 Nickel family.
You know what? I want to touch on that. How did you and him link up? Because
It's a mutual respect through music. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
you do road managing for him when he goes on
Yeah,
the
we're
road.
going on the road, definitely.
So
yeah, man.
like
Give
you
me the
guys,
opportunity.
the other day, I think
park,
2 years ago, you guys were with Akon out in the West Coast.
No, that was even in the beginning. That was maybe about 5 years. Just before the pandemic, we came back from Europe. We're on a European tour with Fetty Wap.
Yeah, okay.
We did Europe and
Yo, you know what?
the UK.
Peter Jackson, you know what I mean? Like, I'm a hip hop head.
Yeah.
He does his thing musically. But as far as a business, on the business end, I think is a beast, yo.
He's
The
a
man's
monster.
a beast.
He's a
Salute
monster.
to you. That's what I'm saying.
Salute to everybody in hip hop doing their thing, still surviving.
100%.
That don't have to be on this. So like you said, man, you get your flowers while you're here. You can smell
sure.
them. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah, as long as
That's
you,
one
whatever
thing.
it is that
love
you
us
consider,
now, not when we're gone.
And whatever you consider surviving, bro, is
Right.
how you're gonna make it. What you consider a success, what you consider a win, a loss. At the end of the day, if it's in the name of this shit, you know what I mean? I always tell everybody, like I always tell him, we never let this game beat you. You know what I mean? So if you're not paying me, go fuck yourself. I'm gonna go over here and get paid. It don't matter.
100%.
You know what I mean? But beyond that, it's just a level of, if you can make yourself always feel a level of survival in this, because it's a game, right? Like I said, there's music and music business. They can make music
Many
all
different
day.
pockets.
But you know what I mean? And then
different
it becomes this whole different beast now. And that's what we've realized. And that's what music is now. Music is 1/4 of everything. It's a big, huge beast right now. We recognized it early. You know what I mean? And shout out to you, my brother.
Because
you know, when we learned it real now, that can make us do what we're doing now to survive what we're doing.
because right now, some people
you want that second chance to do it again. Like we're doing it again. Man.
Yeah, because right now,
no problem.
the music is pretty much free out there. But it's a whole.
But again, the whole thing about movement.
There's a whole different thing that how you make money from
and
it.
people
It's not
seeing
free.
you. You know what I mean? And like, again,
free.
like a
know
lot
what
of-
I mean? Like
get
they
it back.
like artists now is they're not really focusing on making money off the singles but it's the other stuff that comes with
music
it.
is just something.
You know what I mean? It's the other
music
stuff
is
that
just
comes
something
with
that
it.
they
There's a lot of
want
the things that come
recognition
with it.
off of.
Yeah.
We're
So-
lucky that we've been in this so long that the only thing we can really make money off of is music. You know what I mean? By our old music and putting out whatever it is.
The catalog.
Yeah, we're not here trying to say we have all this new stuff coming out because of what? It's 25. We have stuff.
We do juices and platform shows and
You know,
you
go on
know
the
what I
road
mean? And go on
we're
the
still in the
road
music
and
business.
sell-
There's a
sell
different entities and
cottages.
components.
Yo, cottage life is sick.
Yeah,
yo,
like you
straight
know
up.
what I mean. Different kind of game now. So
I'm loving
but
it.
it's it all started from this, and this is what makes it all love. So you know what I mean. Shout out to you too, bro.
Oh, you already know,
I'm
fam.
so glad that they say it's a story that's never really told, man. You know what I mean? And this is what this is. It's the story that's
Well,
never
like
been
I said,
really
to
told.
start this interview off, I just had to give thanks. You know what I mean?
And shout out to everybody in our era of this time, from PB, like you said, I know you did Infinite,
Yeah.
Shelly,
Yeah.
GCP,
Danny O.
The guys that put in their money,
Monolith,
putting in their time.
Shocks,
putting in
Sock.
Double Soul.
Shout out to
I remember them
everybody,
too.
because it was always all love with us, bro. Even if niggas didn't even feel that it was always love with us.
We,
So.
you know, even brass. What is it? Brass monks? Them right there too.
Yeah, Brass Tacks.
Remember what we were talking about?
Brass
That's a boy band.
That's when the industry, when they came up, that's when the industry was like, oh, good, now we don't have to say Brass Tacks anymore. We just say Brass Monks.
Just to cancel the name Brass Tacks.
Yeah.
And then you go, this place is so fucking small. How the fuck you got brass in your name and this place is so goddamn small? You want to put brass
I know,
in your
all the names to
Don't
use.
check that out though. Check
But,
that out,
but
though.
that's like the lils before. Remember everybody started being
That's like at the
lil
time
this,
when-
lil that, lil
That's
this,
like,
lil
but
that.
they like that now. But
Yeah,
that's a thing. Back then that wasn't
That's
a
a
thing.
violation.
No,
That's
that's
a
a violation
violation.
for sure.
That's a violation.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
But still,
we're wrong.
Still, what did they say? The best form of flattery is imitation. Right?
Yeah.
100.
You know what I mean? So
100%.
you already know.
Of course.
It's just a salute. It's a different type of salute.
That's why I
you
salute
know what I mean?
everybody, bro.
So it is what it is. I'm glad for this interview. Much love. Appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? Like I said, you know.
Much love, my brother.
When you said y'all were doing your thing again, I'm like,
Peace,
I
God.
know, you got Hurricane said this too.
yeah.
A picture says 1,000 words.
I can go to
brother.
my grave happy. You know what I say, yo. You know what I
You
mean?
did what you're supposed to do.
Straight.
I told you I'm going to let you know at the end, so I'll let
You
you
already
know.
know. You already know. Much love to y'all.
All right, brother.
You know what I mean? You guys, you're on social media, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
You on social media?
Yeah.
Kumasi Juice Bar. KUMASI Juice Bar. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, just link me on IG at Renaissance Roadman and at Terrence Catalog Thompson.
Okay.
And you just get everything you need to know from there, man.
Say less. You already know. 27th letters, we out. Peace.
Peace, God.